Hello Sag, so I'm doing your weekly reading for November the 15th to the 22nd. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We'll look at what's going on in your blind spots. We'll figure out what it is that's working for you, and of course how it is all likely going to be playing out as well. So, situation, the scales of balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career. Harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So, your situation is asking for you to approach it from a balanced perspective, to ensure that your heart and your mind is in alignment with each other. I'm also feeling as well, Sag, that there is a situation, it might be legal, with it being scales. If you are dealing with a legal situation this week, it indicates that everything's being taken into consideration, everything's being weighed up, and it's likely that you do get a positive result. Okay, so obviously that part of the message isn't going to be for everybody, because not all Sagittarians are dealing with legal situations. Where you're not dealing with anything like that, then it's indicating that an issue, a problem that you're currently having, it's going to balance out, okay? And that you do get a good result from it. You've got be here now, practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight, okay? So the only way that you can gain insights about your situation is through introspection, meditation, and really being present, like right here, right now. Not too focused on the past, not too concerned with the future. It's all about the present moment matters, okay? And you being focused on the present moment. So can you tell us more about Sagittarius' situation? Okay, the Five of Swords. Okay. First word that I got with that one was intimidation. So it is possible that someone might try to intimidate you. They might try to bully you this week, Sag, in order to get you to change your mind about something, okay? It's important here that you stand by your decision and that you don't fold under the pressure of bullies and intimidation. I'm getting like flexing here. So someone's going to try to flex over you. Okay. Can you tell us more about Sag's, the Page of Cups? Page of Cups, that's more of a gentle approach. Okay, Sag, they're saying here that you catch more flies with honey. Right? So your approach is going to be absolute everything. Okay? How you approach this week is going to determine as to whether or not you're successful. You catch more flies with honey. Okay, can you tell us more for Sag? What is this catching? The Two of Wands. Making a decision. Picking a path. Making a decision and sticking with it. Picking a path. Okay, can we have some specifics here for Sag? Four of Pentacles. And that one's come out squiffy. Okay, that implies letting something go. Or letting someone go, with the Four of Pentacles coming out like that. There's a... I don't know why they didn't use the Two of Pentacles there, because they say there's a happy medium that can be struck. And it all depends entirely on your approach. So if anything goes wrong this week, Sag, then more of a gentle approach is going to be called for. Let me see if I can get another card for this. What's going on for Sag? November the 15th to the 22nd. The Eight of Swords. Okay, that's like a feeling of powerlessness. Trapped. Right, so see, I'm getting quite a few messages now that's coming through with this. Somebody's trying to push you into a corner. Someone's trying to make you feel like you have no choice, but you do have a choice. And it's like, try not to lose your temper with this person. They're being really antagonistic or pushy, something like that. They're definitely pushing your buttons here. And I mean, the message is clear, right? Whatever this is specifically about, the end result is still the same. Like, the end message here is still the same. You have to make sure that you don't lose your temper this week, Sag, because you catch more flies with honey. Why is this happening? The crystal of clarity, illuminating your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content, readying yourself for a newfound understanding. Okay, so things have been a bit crazy, things have been quite uncertain. And now, this week provides you with the clarity, the answers that you've been needing. Once you have the answers that you've been needing, you'll be able to come up with a plan on how you can then move forward with the crystal of clarity. That can also indicate like crystal healing. Maybe some of you guys have... like, you could be professional crystal healers, or you might be taking up an interest in crystal healing, either or. If you're feeling drawn towards anything like that, definitely do pursue it further. Okay, that's what I'd say with that one. You've got clarity. So I feel like you're being shown someone's true colours. Right, what's this crystal of clarity for Sag, for why this is happening? It's the truth coming out either way. Four of Cups. Four of Cups, but someone doesn't want to look at the truth. They don't want to face the truth. I don't know if that's you or someone else that you're dealing with, Sag. You're going to have to take it as it resonates. But yeah, I can't help but feel, Sag, that someone's been hiding the truth from you here. What's this message about someone hiding the truth from Sag? Whoa. Okay, hold on. The Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Moon. Yeah, there's deception here. I'm sorry, Sag. I don't take any pleasure whatsoever saying that. Okay, there is deception here. I was right. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and the Moon. Someone is withholding the truth from you. I don't know what about, though. It might be an earth sign that's doing this, more specifically Virgo. Out of all of them, obviously there's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, but there's strong Virgo essences coming through. I'll see if I can get to the bottom of this. If you just give me a minute. These ones all came out squiffy, okay? Page of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Star. It's deliberately misleading you. Like, whoever it is that's withholding the truth from you is doing it deliberately. Interesting how that Four of Pentacles came out squiffy again, because you've already had that card that's come out right there in the exact same orientation from a different deck. There's deliberate withholding, deliberate concealment, Nine of Cups and the Star. This is someone who's telling you what you want to hear. And it's not helpful for you. It's not beneficial for you whatsoever. With that Page of Swords coming out squiffy. right? Because bear in mind, all 4 of these came out scattered. 9 of Cups and the Star. That's like telling you what you want to hear, straight up. Because ultimately, right, whether they're doing this maliciously or not, it's like they're going, oh, I just need to keep Sag happy. I just need to tell them something that will keep them happy for the time being. Right? And it's a deliberate play with the Knight of Pentacles, deliberate deceit. Running from the truth, they're avoiding the truth because they don't want to acknowledge it, they don't want to look at it. And so because of that, they're misleading you. You're being misled. Why? Okay. What context is Sag being misled? The 2 of Pentacles, the King of Cups. It's about them enjoying something or wanting to do something with you or wanting to be with you. I mean, it still feels vague, Sag. I'm trying to get you as much information as what I can without being vague, but it still feels like it's being too vague, right? It's to do with love, feelings, emotions. They're faking interest in something, right? It could be to try and impress you, right? Say, for example, if you just met someone new and they are coming across as being like overly enthusiastic, it's because they're trying to impress you. Like, so they could be agreeing with everything that you're saying right now, or you mentioned that you have a particular favorite hobby, something that you love doing, and they're like, yeah, I love doing that as well. I do that every weekend. But then when you start to ask them further questions, they don't really have answers for you, right? Because they're making it up as they go along, basically. They're just trying to impress you. They're just trying to keep you happy. It's not necessarily anything inherently like malicious, okay? It is very dishonest. It's really fucking dishonest. I'm not convinced that it's anything inherently bad. Do you know what I mean? Like destructive, as in, oh, this person knows that such and such is betraying you and they're cheating on you, and this person is like choosing not to tell you, and they're gaslighting you and making out like you're just being paranoid. Okay, I'm not seeing that. What I am seeing is because of this Cups energy here that's all coming out, I am seeing that this is someone who is trying to impress you. They're trying to make themselves out to be more than what they actually are. God forbid that this is you guys doing this. I hope it isn't you guys doing this. I mean, there might be a tiny handful of Sagittarians that are trying to impress someone else, okay, and doing this and sort of feigning interest to try and impress another person. If you are doing that, then you're going to know that you're doing that. So it's just to make you aware that, look, that's not going to work in your favor in the long term, okay? Because you do have long-term energy here, and they're saying, look, in the long term, the truth is going to come out. So whoever's doing this is best just to admit straight away, oh, that's great for you. Not really my thing. I mean, I could give it a go, could give it a try, I'll see what happens. It's not really my thing, though, okay? In your energy, Sag, honesty is definitely going to be the single best policy this week. Okay? If you try and conceal anything this week, if you try and get away with anything this week, you're not going to be able to. And same again, like for role reversals. If anyone is trying to conceal shit from you, or is, do you know what I mean? Then they are going to get caught out, and you're not going to look favourably upon them. Right? So that's why this is happening, basically. It's to encourage honesty, truthfulness. It's like that there's no need for it. Okay. Let's take a look at your blind spot. Again, these readings this week, they've all been really, really intense. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Okay. In your blind spot, saving grace. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. So in your blind spot is letting someone free. And it is a someone. I do feel that it's another person that you're dealing with this week. It's like, okay, you're going to be setting them free, freeing yourself from them. Because it's like, once they've told you one lie, there's never going to be any end to it then, right? It's just so fucking annoying and frustrating because it feels pointless, right? It just feels like someone is misleading and there's no need for it. The Page of Pentacles in your blind spot. Student energy. Potentially a small offering here. There's a message of the unseen because that one doesn't have a face. Can you tell us more? Blind spot. Someone's afraid to show their true face. Someone's afraid to show their true self, and it's like they've almost convinced themselves, okay, if I just, you know, roll with it, go along with it, then maybe that'll work. Maybe that's the right thing to do. But they're doing the wrong thing. Knight of Wands. That's very self-assured energy. Page of Pentacles, not so much. A Knight of Wands, yeah, definitely. Very self-assured. So there's a message here about growth and maturity and somebody learning who they are outside of the influence of others. Okay. Knight of Wands in your blind spot. Why do I feel that that's someone heading towards you, Sag? I'm going to clarify that one. Because I feel that there's more of a mature energy that's coming towards you this week. What's this message with the Knight of Wands for Sag? Oh yeah, Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Holding your position. So, okay, yeah, there is something challenging going on with this energy, right? There's no doubt about it. The challenge is, am I being too harsh on this person? Or should I give them a free pass, right? Because Queen of Cups, again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, like literally makes no difference whatsoever. You're not going to give somebody a free pass just because you feel a certain way about them, right? And you're cutting them free, the one who has been fake. Should we just call them the fake one? The one who's been fake, you're cutting them free, and like almost instantly, you're attracting much more of a mature energy to approach you. Okay. Right, see, you're done with the losers and the fakes and the ones who don't even know who they are. Like, how the hell can anybody pursue a relationship or connection with others when they don't know who the fuck they are? Like, you can't do that to people. It's not fair. It's not right. You can't expect other people to tell you who you are, and that's the sort of vibe that they're coming from there. Okay, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be going on within like a friend group as well. Okay, was this more mature energy? Oh, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, far more in alignment with you. There's an exciting opportunity in your blind spot that you need to grab at both hands, and it involves this more mature energy. You're probably going to be working with them or being in a relationship with them, again, depending on how this is playing out in your real life. Okay. I feel there's an exciting project being lined up for you guys as well, where you can really let loose your own creativity, where you can really full on demonstrate how much you have grown. What's working for you? Going forward. Yeah, that's what's going to work for you this week. Don't dwell on the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. Yeah. Oh, you're cutting ties with someone here, 100%. Like, there's no question. This is going forward for Sag. Because you're done with the immature bullshit. This is going forward. The Hierophant. Yeah, that's a very mature energy. The Hierophant, that's all about the lessons that you've learnt. They're asking for you to start creating your own traditions, Sag. Starting this week, you're encouraged to make up your own traditions. Okay, to make your own rules here. The Fool, Strength, and the Five of Cups. New beginning, new journey. They're saying for you to be brave. To be brave and to jump into the brand new beginning that's being put on offer, or the brand new relationship that's being offered to you this week. Five of Cups. There's a loss. That is you cutting ties. It's like mourning the loss, grieving the loss, and moving on. This is you bouncing back here. You're going to land on your feet, Sag. Whatever this is about, you're like a cat. You're landing on your feet. So this situation with this individual, as frustrating as it has been trying to navigate that, you're bouncing back because you're making a real swift recovery. If you look at this energy, right, that's a swift recovery that you're making. How it's all going to play out, Saul whispers, look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. Yeah, so no more illusions. You're going to be seeing everything and everyone for the way that they truly are. This is Saul whispers for how this is likely going to play out. The Devil, wow. Unhealthy energy. Okay. Can you tell us more about this Devil energy? How it's likely going to play out? Two of Swords, Queen of Wands. Oh, well, unfortunately, Sag. I don't know why. Why is this coming out? Unfortunately, Sag, you're attracting a lot of attention. And I say unfortunately because it ain't all good. It ain't all healthy with that Devil being there. That Two of Swords, that's someone going, well, there's nothing I can do about it. But in actual fact, there's everything you can do about it. You need to stop making yourself accessible to certain individuals. And you know the exact individuals that I'm on about. You need to stop making yourself accessible to them. I'm getting the impression, Sag, that you have been polite in order to try and not inflame a situation, or in order to not have a certain person lose their temper with you. But you're finding yourself in a situation where you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. That's why you got the Devil with the Two of Swords. Because no matter what you do, this person's going to be upset with you, right? No matter what you do. Still hanging around. Because I'm getting that one as an obsession, Sag. And it's an obsession with you. Devil, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you've got someone here that's obsessed with you. And it's not good, it's not healthy. It's coming from an individual who is unstable within themselves, should we just say, right? It's like, at first it might have been endearing, okay, but now you're starting to see the situation or the person for the way that they truly are. It's no longer endearing. Now it's concerning. Now it's worrying. The Two of Wands. Yeah. You've had the Two of Wands that's come out in your read before, haven't you? Yeah, Sag, you're not getting out of not making this decision this week, I'm afraid to say. Like, if you were hoping you could just ignore this person and they would go away, that's not going to work. What's this Devil? Oh, the camera's stopped working then. What's this Devil for Sag? The weird thing is, Sag, you're trying to cut someone out. You're trying to make it obvious that, like, you've caught them in a lie. You're no longer interested in them. So you start trying to, like, get them away from you. But as soon as you do that, it has the opposite effect and it makes them more obsessed with you. It's really weird. It's really weird. Yeah, the Two of Cups. See, they're obsessed with being with you, in a relationship with you. And you're like, nah, fuck that. I don't want that. That's unhealthy as anything. Oh, fucking hell. What is wrong with people? Ugh. Sorry, Sag, I tend to get so emotionally invested in these readings and I see shit like that and I'm just like, fuck's sake. What is wrong with people? Oh, okay. Keep moving, keep it moving. What is this? The Lovers off center. I knew you weren't interested in that. I fucking knew it. I knew it. The Lovers off center. You're like, nah, I'm not wanting that. Yes, see? Five of Pentacles. Oh man, there's nothing worse. Okay. Be honest with this person. Firm boundaries. Being polite per se ain't gonna work. Honesty's gonna work, right? You can do the honesty without being mean, right? But you don't. It's striking that balance, isn't it? It's striking that balance between telling them kindly yet firmly, no, I'm not interested. You're being weird. Stop. Leave me alone, right? Or nah, you're alright. Do you know what I mean? Like being overly pleasant and overly polite about it. It's like, what can you do? What's this Two of Swords? The Ace of Wands. Once you start manoeuvring yourself, Sag, once you start actively creating something new, doing something new, or making it obvious that your time is full, your days are full, okay, then this person's going to get that message, okay. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. It's one of your cards at the bottom of the deck. Make it abundantly obvious to this person that you don't want this. You don't want this. What's this Queen of Wands? How it's likely going to play out. The problem, Sag, as well with this energy is with you being unavailable, which clearly you are unavailable to this person, it makes them want you even more. Hangman. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You don't have to be. You've got Capricorn here also. Gemini is the obvious one. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. I mean, literally, you've got all the signs out. But the dominant ones is going to be Pisces. They're not letting you go. They're not. Every time I'm trying to pull more cards on this, Sag, it's like, no, 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 I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go. I'm not taking that as an answer. And you've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Fertility, growth, abundance. And the Moon. And the High Priestess. So you're being deliberately quiet. Again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Empress energy belongs to all. You're being deliberately quiet here because you're protecting your future. You're protecting your investment. That's very wise. So you know that this person's unhinged. And you know that they're watching you. And you know that they're not going to take your answer no as an answer. Yeah, you're going to have to make yourself unavailable. Make your energy unavailable to them. You have a healing message for Sag. Oh, that didn't work at all. Let's try this again. It's such an awkward wee deck to use. It's a beautiful deck though, but quite difficult to use. I have a healing message for Sag. Whoa. What's this one? Flow. And it came out in the reverse. So, yeah, you don't have to force anything, Sag, okay? Just let everything flow the way that it should. Where am I going with this book? There it is. Okay, in the gentle embrace of flow, I surrender to the rhythm of life. Like a river carving its path, I move effortlessly with the currents of change. In flow, I find harmony, creativity, and inner peace. I release resistance and embrace acceptance, trusting in the wisdom of the universe. Today, I allow myself to be carried by the flow, knowing that within its embrace, I find serenity, purpose, and boundless possibilities. In the dance of existence, there is a sublime state that transcends the confines of time. When you find yourself immersed in the flow of life, time loses its grip, and you become one with the infinite heartbeat of the universe. Bright soul, embrace these moments of pure harmony and alignment, for they are a blessing from the divine, like the celestial dragon that traverses the cosmos without constraint. Allow yourself to be flowing and free, unburdened by the limitations of time and space. In these moments, you discover that happiness can be found in surrender. The river teaches a timeless lesson to go with the flow. Just as the river adapts to the twists and turns of the land, so too must you adjust to life's ever-changing currents. Be like water, flowing and fluid, and trust in its wisdom. Who said be like water, my friend? That's a Bruce Lee quote, isn't it? Going off on a tangent there. For it follows the path of least resistance. When faced with obstacles, flow around them like the water does a rock, rather than fighting against the current. Remember, the river may meander, but always finds its way to the sea, and so too will you find your path if you surrender to the natural flow of life, guided by the ancient wisdom of the river. Okay, so take the path of least resistance here, Sag, and then your shadow work. Surrendering to the whims of others will only lead to your demise. Yeah, so don't give in to this individual, Sag, okay? Surrendering to the whims of others will only lead to your demise. Going with the flow to appease others is an exercise in futility. Akin to choosing to swim in a mud puddle. Yeah. Navigate your own course. Do not be swept away by the demands and the expectations of others, because it'll never fucking end, Sag. Right? If you start giving in to others under this illusion of, oh, if I just go along with whatever they want right now, I'm going to have an easier life. No, you're going to have a harder life if you do that. Because then the demands will never fucking stop. I can guarantee it. Okay? Stand firm in your convictions, even if it means facing turbulent waters alone. Remember, true respect is earned by staying true to yourself, not by following a course that another has set for you. Be aware that there are times when going with the flow does not signify ease. Sometimes it means surviving the rapids until you're carried to more peaceful waters. Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, isn't it? Okay, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal reading with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.